Oh, there it goes. That's okay. Hi, everybody. This is Jen Siqueiros with Women of Vision. And this is Melinda Hunter. I'm going to introduce her fully in a couple minutes once we're live. Not that this isn't live, but in a couple minutes so people can log on maybe and say hi. Once you do log on, say hi. And hopefully you can hear me. If you couldn't hear me then, now you hear me now. Like the Verizon guy or the Sprint guy now. He's not even the Verizon guy anymore.
So is somebody on?
He crossed over. Yeah, there was one person.
Are they gone?
They're gone.
Come back.
No. Usually I wait till Maurice logs in.
So we both see it there?
Yeah, you should. You'd think I would have this down by now, but I work with my hands all day. I don't work with a computer all day. The extent of my social media is done on my cellular device.
There we go. Let's see.
And I hope I'm on the right place.
Will Maurice hop on?
Yeah, she usually does.
Good.
So we're just sitting here in Redding, California, in one of the few two-story buildings. See, there's Maurice. Hi, Carrie.
Good morning.
Hi, Maurice. Yay, it's working. We're just kind of waiting maybe for a little bit more minutes before I introduce Miss Melissa here. Melinda, sorry. She looks like a Melissa to me. I just create people's names as I go. Anyhow, I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. It's almost Friday. Actually, it is Maurice's Friday.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's 2:02, and I'm going to go ahead and start by introducing... Hey, there we are. Is the volume down?
Let's see. Up or down?
Down. Mute.
There.
Oh,
wait. I think that's mute, is it? Wait.
There you go. That's
Wait,
it.
there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyhow, happy Thursday, May 24th, 2018 at 10:03 p.m. in case this becomes a time capsule. I'm here with Melinda. Why do I want to call you Melissa? I'm so sorry.
It's okay. A lot of people do, so no worries.
Get it together, Jen. Get it together. Okay,
Maybe
Melinda.
it's my twin.
Melinda with MC Hunter Photos. Photography? Photos.
MC Hunter Photography.
MC Hunter Photography, but the reason why I said photos is because on Facebook, she's MC Hunter Photos. Just so you know. Anyhow, Melinda was raised in the Bay Area and moved to here to Shasta County in 1993. I won't age myself, but yeah, never mind. I won't go there. Anyways, she's married, has been married for 29 years. So if any of you are having relationship issues, probably talk to her. 29 years is a long time to be with one human.
Thinking about writing a book.
You should. I think anybody that's been married over 20 years should write a book. For all those people... millennials and such that have a hard time keeping it together with all the social media and all the at-hand stuff. Anyhow, she has 2 children and 1 little baby grandchild. How old's your grandchild?
5.
5?
Yes.
That's fun.
And he just graduated from pre-K yesterday.
Dude, there's graduations on graduations on graduations.
Yes, it's a season.
She is a professional portrait/lifestyle photographer. And we're going to get into that a little bit more when I start quizzing her and asking her lots of questions. She's been a photographer since the year 2000, and she just moved here to her new big studio here at 1890 Park Marina Drive here in Redding, Suite 220?
Yes.
220. Got that right. Anyhow, I'm going to ask her some questions now so you can get to know Melinda a little bit more, so you don't have to listen to me. So you lived here since 1993. Which part of the Bay Area did you live in?
San Jose.
San Jose. And what brought you here to good old Redding?
After graduation, I moved to Sacramento and met my husband there.
Ah.
And then from there, we lived there for about 5 years, and then we moved to Redding
Oh, okay.
to be with his family. So he grew up here.
Oh, okay. So family brought you here.
Yep.
Cool. All right. How are you liking it?
I love it.
You've been here for a long time, so you've seen all the weird changes happening.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there's like good and bad, just like with everything. It is what it is.
Yes.
And so you've been a photographer since the year 2000?
Yes.
So what is that? 18 years?
Yes.
Holy moly. What got you into photography?
Well, when I was 12, I got my first camera just as a gift.
Mhm.
And so ever since then, I always ask for Christmas a new camera. So, of course, I always come out, you know, you think today, technology, oh my gosh, every 6 months or a year, they're coming out with something
Yeah,
new. Well,
yeah.
it's always been that way. 'Cause when I was 12, it's like, oh, a new camera was coming out. So every Christmas, I would get a new camera.
Mhm.
And then when I got to about junior high, or basically high school, I took my camera with me to school every day. And people would say, like, why do you always have your camera? And I'm like, I don't know, because I like taking pictures.
That's cool.
And so I did take photography in high school.
Mhm.
And then after I graduated, I started doing, like, weddings, like, for people that I know as gifts.
Mhm.
And back in the day, of course, it was film.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
yeah. So I would always, like, do things as a gift. And I would go, you know, print the film, and I'd always get duplicates.
Oh, cool.
And so I'd say, okay, here's your set, and here's my set, because I wanted those memories.
Of course.
So it wasn't until, I think it was 1999 or 2000, somewhere thereabout, my sister-in-law said, you know, we were at my nephew's graduation, and she's like, why don't you do this as a business? And I said, really? So she's like, yeah, I think, you know, you're really good at it. And I'm like, oh, wow, okay. So, I mean, all these years I've always photographed, and I have albums and albums full of photos.
Yeah.
So I already had a portfolio, and I actually took some, like, you know, quite a few weddings with not getting paid because it was my passion. It was a hobby
it was
for
fun
me.
for you. Yeah.
And so I already had a portfolio together, so I got in touch with another photographer, and I met up with them, and I said, do you think I have what it takes? And, you know, she looked at all my work, and I'll have to say it was Marion Morgan Hunt. I absolutely love her.
Oh, cool.
But anyway, and she's like really, her family's like really good friends of my husband's family, like way back in the day when they all first moved to California. But anyway, so it was from that point forward that I was like excited about it. And then I did go to work for another photographer in town for 1 year, you know, starting my business. And so I learned from her as well. And then ever since then, I've just been on my own. Never really had a studio because I just did it as a part-time business, being a stay-home mom, raising my kids. And then once, now they're all graduated and, you know, they're young adults. And so...
Having babies.
Yes, they have babies. And then last summer, I decided to, you know, take a leap of faith and rent a studio because I felt like my business is a little stagnant. Like I'm not really going and, you know, being where I should be. So I took that step and moved forward, and I kind of outgrew that space. So I just got this space, the keys, last week.
Cool.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. Looks
Thank
like
you.
Haley said congratulations to your new studio.
Thank you, Haley.
As well as Michelle. She can't wait to see your new place.
I know.
Good morning, Haley, Michelle, Maurice, and I think Carrie that signed on, Carrie. So what's your favorite part about photography? I know we were kind of discussing earlier. Portrait photography. So we're trying to find a special name for her because she kind of does a little bit of everything. She can take family photos. She likes to do weddings. She just likes to capture the moments that capture the people. But she also does like business photography for businesses as well. What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite one to do?
Well, let's see. I love doing photography, period. I'll have to say the most stressful ones area to do are weddings.
Oh, yeah.
But they're
Most
very
definitely.
emotional, and they're very gratifying because you only get one shot at it. But I love what I do. And then I just, I don't know, I'm a very emotional photographer, so when I photograph, like, maternity sessions. I get all mushy.
Aw.
And I do the same thing when it comes to weddings at the ceremony part or when the bride's getting ready. It's like, and I love photographing seniors because they're just fun.
Spunky.
Yeah. A lot of times, sometimes I get some guys or girls that are not so like photogenic, and they're kind of awkward, but I always have a way to like make them, look their best and kind of come out of the shell a little bit.
I think those of us that don't stare in the mirror a lot or do a lot of selfies probably always feel kind of awkward.
Like me.
Just tell me what to do with my face.
Yeah.
Or tell me where to put my hand.
Yeah.
I do makeup, so I know like when a photographer's shooting someone, they say, they say, the most uncomfortable pose is the best pose. I'm like, oh, that's not fun.
Yeah. That's true.
So I do have to ask. So as far as your photography, you're kind of a self-taught as well as a lot of apprenticing and or learning from other photographers that you admired their work from as well?
Yes.
Which I think is a great way.
Yeah. I didn't go to college per se. I mean, I have taken classes. I've gone to like week-long workshops. I am a member of the Professional Photographers of America, and they have a lot of schooling. I was a member of the California Photographic Workshop, so I have in the past have gone to many workshops where they're like week-long schooling.
Yeah, most stuff.
Yeah, and you're learning from like master photographers, and I'm still always like reaching out, and I do like online education and stuff like that, just trying to keep up with today's trends.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Techniques.
That's a chore in itself. I think that's good. Like workshops like that are probably a good thing because I feel like you're surrounded by people that want the same thing.
Right.
Like sometimes when you go to school, there might not be someone like, I don't know if I want to do this.
Right.
But everybody kind of has the same mission when you're doing more of a workshop focus oriented thing. Like it takes it serious, I guess.
Right.
And you kind of vibe off that kind of energy when you do workshops like that.
Yeah.
It's
amazing to be around other people that have the same goal, passion, drive.
Yeah, exactly. You're just kind of, and plus you can bounce a lot of ideas off each other, or I don't know any kind of photography terminology, but I know like maybe what light should use or blah, 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 things like that. So I think that's really neat. So it sounds like, was it your sister or your sister-in-law that kind of pushed you to make this a profession?
My sister-in-law.
Your sister-in-law.
Yes.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Good job, sister-in-law. If you're out there listening. Let's see. What else do I want to ask you? How do you kind of like to be outdoors and capture things outdoors with your families and or seniors, or like you come indoors a lot for that stuff?
Yeah, I do have a studio, so I can do indoor, photography, but I really prefer outdoor photography because it's so unlimited. And we just live in a beautiful place, and Redding has a lot of different places to photograph, so yeah, I enjoy doing both no matter what, but I just feel like it's so much easier to like change in a matter of
get people in that
a few
element
feet,
kind of.
and and especially like with kids, I feel like young kids, it's so much easier to photograph outside because then they're not like in this weird space, they're like in nature, and it's really cool just like let them be themselves and
play with the leaves, pick up the bugs, do the things, and then you can just capture them. Marie says you did a really great job with her kids' photos. And you made them smile and look handsome.
That's right.
Maurice, your kids don't have a problem looking handsome. Come on, let's just admit that right now. They're just adorable kids.
Right.
She just captured them.
That's right.
Let's see, what else am I supposed to ask you here? Okay, so you didn't really have a specific inspo. You just kind of loved it. Like, since you were a child, you kind of, like, captured, like, little moments. I do have to ask. I was just on Netflix, and there was this movie, and I don't remember the name, but it was about a professional photographer, and they were developing the last film. You should watch that. It's really good. Anyways, I don't know the name of it. When I know the name of it, I'll send it to her.
Yeah, you should tell me.
What do you love most about what you do? It kind of sounds like you just love capturing the moment.
Yeah, I just love, honestly, I feel like I'm pretty excited the fact that this is a hobby, but it's also a passion. But along with that, I think it's a gift. And I'm just really excited that I have a gift that I'm able to share. And I think it's not just about photography, it's about building relationships. And I just love how I come across people and I photograph them, they become a client. So, I mean, if I don't know them, they become a client, but then they also become a friend. And
Because they kind of let you in their world.
Yeah.
They gave you a little entrance into their world.
Yeah. And so I don't know, I just feel like, building relationship with people is like a gift all within itself. But in the end, it's like I love creating special moments for these people so they can look back. And to me, I look at photography as being history. Mm-hmm. So you can go back and look at like your family history or whatever special event it was and capture it in time. Because, I just love, looking. When I see black and whites of Reading, like back in the day, like 50s, 40s,
those are
whatever.
Cool. Those are super cool.
Oh, yeah. And I always think to myself, like, for example, right now, they're demolishing the downtown mall.
Oh, yeah. Right next door to me.
Oh, my gosh. I need to get my camera and take a picture of it now. And then, going through the stages. I always think about it when I'm driving by it. I don't always have my camera in hand. But,
how do you feel about the iPhone cameras? Like, how do you feel about, like, I feel like you see a lot of nice pictures taken with the iPhones. Like, I feel like technology is just crazy in our little phone.
Yeah.
Like, as far as...
It's nice because a lot of people... instead of always
we don't have those fancy cameras
around. Yeah, it's nice to get those quick snapshots or whatever. But if somebody's looking for like a wall portrait, your iPhone, I mean, it may or may not. I don't know. Technology
can't really blow it up, right?
Well, I did see something in San Francisco when I was there.
They have them on billboards,
right?
They have them on billboards. Shot with an iPhone 10 or 10, whatever it is. Yeah.
So, but it's. I don't know. For me, it's not just about the photo. It's the whole process of getting to know the people, the relationship, creating something for them, and all the education and experience that I have as far as like knowing how to pose and what looks best where and the colors and so there's a lot that goes on.
Oh yeah,
just
no, for sure.
Breaking out a phone and there's a lot of work behind the scenes with it when it comes to photographers. So.
Well, as far as, that's what I've learned also. There's a lot of editing that goes along in the after thing.
Yes.
Like, it's not just, okay, here's a picture, bye.
Right.
It's not really like that. You do editing now. And, like, the film, obviously, you can't really do a lot of editing.
Right.
So you get what you get.
Exactly.
And you don't throw a fit.
Yeah.
But you kind of, that's definitely changed. Darn it, I was going to ask you something. I forgot what it was. Oh, as far as like your clients, have you done like a wedding and then you done the baby or the family portrait?
Yes.
Like, isn't that neat?
Yes.
Like, it's so neat. Like,
Right.
I've done the makeup for the bride and then she like wants her family pictures or like the baby or stuff like that. That's really neat. So I understand what you're saying about it's almost kind of like make some kind of connections with people.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're more than just a photographer.
Right.
Now that I'm talking to you more, you're more than just a photographer. You're kind of you're a friend that wants to help people. And I get a little emotional here because my grandma's not doing good. But there's you capture the health, or you capture like the love, and you capture all of the cool things that you can look back on and be like, I did that for them.
You're gonna get me.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay because that's what I just it's like I don't know. I just felt like it's so important to like take family photos of your kids while they're at home, and then when they're off to college and they're home for the holidays, get them together and take pictures. And then the one thing I want to kind of drive a little bit more is like the generation pictures.
Oh, those are so neat.
And it's not just the portraits, but I do a lot of different stuff where it's more intricate and like their hands or just and I love black and white and bringing out the emotion in the family and the connection. So that's kind of one of my things.
And the respect, like because of that elder person, like who's 90 or 100, and then you have the daughter, and then you have the child, and then you have the grandchild, then you have another grandchild sometimes these days. Like, people are living, seems like, a lot longer.
When I hear people are, like, in their 80s or 90s, I'm like, oh, my God, I want to photograph them.
Yeah.
Because there's so much history there.
There's just so much, there's just so much in that brain. Yeah. Like, what did you go through?
Yes. And it's funny because older people don't really want to be photographed, and I don't know. But if I get them in front of me, I can change their mind.
Yeah, that's good. See, that's good. So you have a way with people.
Yes.
So you can help people feel comfortable. You can make them feel confident, and it comes out in the photos. It really does.
Yeah.
Like when the photographer has the knack or the personality to make someone feel comfortable and confident and happy, or whatever emotion needs to come through that photo at that time. That's really awesome. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And it's funny you say that because, like, I've started to get more into boudoir sessions because ever since I've been, let me back up real quick. In 2017, the very beginning of 2017, it's been kind of a year about focusing kind of on me. And I started, like, joining, like, women groups, and then I went to, like, this Brave Women event, and it was, ever since then, I've been attending things, and then I become a member of AWE, and I just feel like I've been connected. I don't know if it's just a recent thing, or just even when Marie's, you know, started this thing about how women are all trying to empower each other, and build each other up, and collaborate. It's just like, wow, this is amazing. I've been here for, like, 23 years, and it hasn't been like that, or at least I haven't been in that circle or found the circle. And the gal that I recently photographed in the boudoir session, she was like, oh my gosh, she's like, you're amazing. And she was like saying, oh my gosh, to every single photo. And mind you, there was over 200 images, which there was like 5.
That's a lot of, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and so I have another session coming up next week, and I'm really excited to capture her, and I'm trying to get women of all sizes, not just the cute little Barbie dolls, because I know
it's not real,
right? And I know I have a way of posing women and making them look their best. Well, people in general, but so yeah, I'm really excited.
Good. Yeah, it's always nice to make someone feel a little better about themselves, or a little bit more confident, or a little bit more just happy on the inside with how they look.
Exactly.
I feel you. I'm on your
any
level.
Questions?
Yeah, do we have any questions for Melinda?
Because I can see.
Let's see. Nancy Funk is watching, and then Jamie says hi.
Hi, Jamie.
But please, for the people that are left watching that didn't have to go to work or whatnot, if you want to post any questions, she's more than happy to answer any that you might have. It's only 10:25. Nobody? Am I the only question person? I'm the only person that has a lot of questions to ask you.
That's okay.
But that's my nature. That's what I do. People they are so annoyed by it. There's people that just absolutely hate that I ask so many questions. But then there's people that are like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, why'd you do that? Well, how come? Like
I'm like my four-year-old grandson.
I know. No, I'm very interested in how people's where it comes from. Like, I should have been a psychologist.
Exactly.
Like, I'm very, very interested. I'm like, and then I just sit there and contemplate for a really long time.
Because you're like,
I'm processing it.
Exactly.
I'm processing what people have to say. And because I've been very bad in the past about blurting what comes into my mind out.
Oh.
So I try to process it, and then whatever does need to come out comes out in a very constructive and kind way, I guess.
That's good.
You know, so, or sometimes I just don't say anything. But I do ask a lot of questions.
Yeah. That's what I always tell my kids. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah. I'm like, or I'm just like, okay, let me hear what you have to say and let me fix that.
Yeah.
Let's redirect that.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Let's work on that. How can we redirect what you're thinking into a better, positive way?
That's a good way.
So I don't see any questions coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that her address, again, her new address for her studio is 1890 Park Marina Drive in Redding, California, Suite 220. She is located next door to Shasta Athletic Club above Curves on Park Marina. It was really easy to find, lots of parking. But keep in mind, just because she has a studio doesn't mean she doesn't do outside photography as well. Like she said, she does boudoir, family photos, weddings, engagement, basically a lot of lifestyle things to capture your family, your love, and your moments to be remembered. She will be doing a grand opening. She's shooting for sometime in June, so watch out for that. Her Facebook page for her portfolio and business is MC Hunter Photos. Again, you can do the search thing in Facebook, MC Hunter Photos. And it was a pleasure meeting with you today.
Thank you.
And I hope that I helped you be a little bit easy in front of the
did.
camera. We don't like cameras, but we do it for you guys. You're welcome. I'm just kidding. Kind of. Anyways, have a super great weekend, Memorial Weekend. Everybody stay safe. Don't drink and drive. There's Uber, Lyft, taxi cabs, even the couple that will take 2 cars, 2 people, come get you and drive you home. Don't drink and drive. It's not nice.
Or call us.
Or yeah, call.
524-9949.
Look at that. Have a great day.
Bye.